Good morning, guys. Doing a little experimental video, a kind of a test, just around my area, really. See, the camera on my old phone, if you hadn't noticed already by the previous video, had given up. Basically, it was dying. The phone was 9 years old, bless it. But yeah, so we'll go this way. Have a look out Camborne. So I had to think about getting another contract phone, which I really didn't want to do because you're kind of tied up for a certain amount of time, and I didn't want to do that. So this is just a kind of a test. I know the pictures is going to be a lot better because it's a slightly newer phone. In fact, it's my sister. It's my sister's old phone. She came to my aid basically, and she said, "Why don't you just have my old phone?" It's a decent phone. It's a Samsung 9S Plus, so it's a chunky boy. But yeah, the video should be a lot crisper, a lot better resolution. I don't know what the sound is going to be like yet because I haven't heard myself on it. Hopefully, just as good. Somebody's seen me coming. Right, let's have a look at Camborne. Sorry about the week gap, guys. But I couldn't really have used my old phone anymore. I mean, it still works as a phone. I can still watch YouTube on it. But I've transferred my SIM and everything over onto this phone now. This is my primary phone. This is kind of like a lifeboat, but it's a decent lifeboat, don't get me wrong. So I've just yet to see what videos are going to be like coming out on it. So yeah, that's been the situation, guys. That's why there's been a week break. Not because I wanted to, but because the phone was broken, my camera had it. So yeah. Oh, he's let me go. Oh, he's nice. Lots of nice people around this morning. That's like the 5th person that's let me out. There we go. We've got more roadworks up here. What are we doing now? Well, the lights aren't exactly working, so there you go. They've either not started yet or forgot to take them down. I think just for today, what we'll do is we'll have a quick look at Camborne. And then call it quits. I was going to go down to St Ives to St Just Coast Road down that way, but I really wanted just to test the camera and the sound out on this phone first. I know it's got stabilization, image stabilization, which is a great thing. That's what my last phone had. That really is a much needed thing when you're shooting videos in a car on poor road surfaces. you have all been okay, guys. During that week I didn't lose any subscribers, so thank you very much for being patient. And because I mean I think I did mention that my phone was on its way out, so you kind of did know. So thank you for being understanding and patient and just waiting. I mean, like I said, I really didn't want to get tied up with a contract phone again. I mean, that's what my last phone was. And but yeah, I mean, what this phone is doing at the moment, when on my old phone, when I recorded, it would record full screen. This phone, I know I've got it set at 16:9, but it's got like most of the screen is the image that I'm recording, and then like an inch of the screen to the left are the controls. So I hope it doesn't actually come out like that on the recording. I don't think it will. We shall have to see. Kind of makes you wonder. I've been up at the supermarket, I've been, you know, out driving around. A lot of people are blowing their noses, wiping their noses. You know, after COVID, you kind of get a little bit, what's the word? I can't think of the word, you know what I mean. There's a lot of smoke coming from the back of that car. As I was pulling into the supermarket, there was a guy behind me in a Mark 1 Escort, fully kitted out like a rally car, properly, roll cage, proper wheels, even had the proper rally gearbox in it, because you could hear it. You could hear it whirring away in there. It was a gorgeous thing. Even had a nice paint job done on it. It was a lovely looking car. They don't make cars like that anymore. All cars these days, and oh right, I see, you wait for him but not for me. Okay. All cars are just like this rounded blancmange shape, you know? Right, little look through town. Lovely, traffic light gods are being clean to us, kind to us. I don't know why they'd be clean to us. Right, I guess this is the roadworks that's down here. More roadworks. You can tell summer's coming. Town's fairly busy. Looks like they're digging up the entirety of town. Road ahead closed. You may not pass. You shall not pass. Guess we're got to go this way. There's Robbie Williams there outside the off license. Oh dear. Diverted traffic. I guess we're going to have to go this way because up the top there is one way and we're just going to go around in one big circle. The taxi driver didn't wave to me. I'm broken. Right. Traffic lights are red. By the time we get there, they should be green. Tactical traffic light thinking. That's what that is. If we creep, there we go. I was going to say, if we creep up to the traffic lights. Cyclist. Oh, can we make it like that? Right. I've got a lot more memory on this phone than I had on my other one, on my LG. On my LG I had about 6 to 7 gigabytes to play with. On this one I have 109 gigabytes. So, yeah. Looking on a dating app this morning, I had a message from a Colombian woman, which is interesting. Kind of pieced together, isn't it? It's basically a step through. I had a step through. And he's going way faster than 40 along here, so if the cops are down there, they'll have him. But yeah, my step through could do about 75. I'd take it on the bypass. I'd be overtaking cars. They'd be looking at me out the window, kind of shocked. Had all its baffles removed and all that kind of stuff, so it kind of sounded like a Harley Davidson going down the road. And then you'd see it, I'd come around the corner on this little step through. Funny. Really funny. somebody beside me doesn't know where they're going, because they were behind me and now they're going in the other lane. You often can't speak English, difficult. You often have instances where people just brake for absolutely nothing, and then you realise they've forgotten how to drive there and then on the spot, and then they remember again. Stay green, 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 stay green. Thing is, I've noticed there's a lot of learners around this morning, and you know, nothing against learners. We've all got to start somewhere. Yeah, there does seem to be a lot of them around. Oh, you know what, sod it. Let's have a look at Redruth as well. Camborne was a bit of a bust, wasn't it? We couldn't go up the entirety of the main street, so let's have a look at Redruth as well. Anyway, I hope you're having this glorious weather that we're having, spring weather. I think you should be, because I think this is meant to be countrywide. It's 15 degrees. 15 degrees. Got my MOT coming up next Tuesday. UK people, British people will know the dread of that day for me, especially the owner of an older car. I know for a fact that a sensor, an ABS sensor, is going to need to be replaced. Luckily not too much. It's not too much of a pain. I just hope they don't find anything else. Later on this summer, I'm going to get the car undercoated, so that should protect it even further. So yeah, Simmering, you had a little laugh at me a few comments ago at me keep saying I'm going to get it sorted, I'm going to get it sorted. Well, I am going to get it sorted this time, so... So yeah. Oh, the lights. Come on, it's not a funeral. Why do they all go so slowly through the lights? Like, meh. Go through the lights and then jam on the brakes. thought I avoided it, but I went into it. Big pothole. Ow, I thought they'd be green. And they are. Was that Frozen? The West End musical. I have to admit, I couldn't think of anything more torturous than sitting down to a live musical. You know, or a play. You know, one of those interactive plays where they interact with the audience and they talk to you. I couldn't think of anything more torturous than that. I know a lot of people like to go and see them and all, but for me, that's not for me. It's a learner ambulance driver. I'm going to let this van driver go first because I think they're going to cut the hell out of this roundabout. Yeah, and they did. I'd have been in a bit of a pickle there if I went at the same time as them. Right, what's it going to be? Up through Mount Ambrose, round the back, there's a carrier bag. The learner ambulance driver is going to have to take carrier bag evasive action. Up round the back of Mount Ambrose, up to the top of Redruth, and then down to the viaduct. Down to the lights. There's no danger of this phone cutting out on me. I don't know, I did a test the other day. What happens when it gets to the 43-minute mark? Does it splice it into 2 videos? And thankfully it doesn't. But that doesn't mean I'm going to start doing hour-long videos, because I don't think people can put up with me for an hour. But, yeah, you know, an hour is just a bit too long. It's alright if you're doing a stream or something, of a game or something like that, but I think 40 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes is just about right. Day. It's a bit blowy, as you can probably hear, a bit windy. I think I'm gonna go home and have a fried egg sandwich. I had a double fried egg sandwich yesterday. 2 eggs in 1 sandwich. Any of you Cornish out there will know what hog's pudding is. It's like a spice sausage on top of the egg. My God, it was absolutely glorious. I bit into it, and the yolk at the other end just burst all over my hand, all over onto the plate. Oh, lovely. Run! Not like that though. Don't run like that. Please don't run like that. There's a truck driving up the road backwards. Unless he's being towed or something. Oh yeah, I think he's being towed. That spun me right out then. I thought that must be some driver to be reversing up the road at that speed. He's no ordinary commercial driver. Yeah, he's being towed. It's a logical answer. Especially when you see him being towed by a tow truck. You've got the Azerbaijani, they look Azerbaijani at the car wash there. I'll wash your car, eh? And we're going to go straight across the roundabout. I watched some car videos and they're like, yes, going down the B3928, and then we're going to cross the roundabout straight ahead onto the B9487. And it's like, dude, just inject a little bit of humor or something, just anything. Aerial guys. I was thinking of maybe going up to 4 lanes, but then I thought, why? You know, there's not really anything up there. I mean, there is 4 lanes itself, you know, the village. You can't really call it a town, it's not really big enough, but I don't know, I don't know. No, I just think we'll do Redruth for this week, and then next week the St Ives to St Just coastal road. So yeah, please guys, have your fingers crossed for me on the 24th of March, dreaded MOT day. So have your fingers and toes crossed for me. Because really, it's not me that makes this channel happen. It's you guys and this car. Without this car, basically, you've got nothing to watch, you know. I mean, I did toy with the idea of gaming, but who's going to watch a 53-year-old man game on his PS5, you know? I don't know. Might be a few of you. You know, 277 of you are quite willing to watch a 53-year-old man drive around. I'm so glad the sun is out today. I was going to do a video yesterday, but it was a bit dreary. It wasn't exactly raining, but it was cloudy and a bit not nice. You know, if you want to test the resolution of a video, you know, you want it to be sunny, you want it to be bright. There's my old mate Malcolm's place back there. Those of you that have watched my older videos, you'll know who Malcolm was. I wonder if I could get away with a drink. Normally that's what changes the lights. Had a guy with a banner, you know, there's sunshade at the top of his windscreen saying Audi, but they have to tell you what their car is. Yeah, I'm driving an Audi. Just in case you miss the badge at the front, I'm driving an Audi. God, it looks like he's gone up 4 lanes. Thanks for indicating, mate. Thanks for letting me know where you're going. Hopefully there won't be too much traffic down here. It's one thing I must stop doing as a habit, resting my foot on the clutch. Oh, you should never really do that because it can wear out your thrust bearing really early. We all like a bit of thrust, don't we? There's not much traffic. Oh, the lights have just gone green. Wonderful. And to strike some form of karmic balance, the lights have just gone red here. Well, you can't go up there, mate. I don't know where you think you're going. Well, as we leave Redruth, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to love you and leave you guys. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Subscribing is free. It's completely free. It doesn't cost you anything for those of you that are new on here. Until the next time, take care of yourselves, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. And look after yourselves. It is a wacky, crazy world. It seems to be getting crazier by the minute. So look after yourselves. Stay safe. And I'll see you again, guys. See ya.